Hi, this is Travis Walker with WRPB TV, here with Sharon Arrindell with her counseling group. And what is your counseling organization's name?
Well, the organization is Inspired Wholeness Enterprise, and the counseling part of it is Wholeness Counseling Service.
Excellent. So, what kind of counseling services do you provide?
I provide a lot of different types of services. I provide services to individuals, to teens and adolescents, but recently it's been a lot of couples.
A lot of
A lot
couples.
of couples coming my way, whether it's pre-divorce, post-divorce, or just wanting to reconcile. They've been coming my way.
That's great. That's great. And as a divorce lawyer, I'm constantly dealing with those relationships as well. So I know the importance of having a counseling person in place to help, hopefully reconcile the couple, but if not, get them through the process and help them to grow as well.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. And that's where I jump in, and it's faith based, so it's a little different,
Sure.
It's not a secular practice anymore.
Mhm.
And so, you know, but I counsel anyone.
Yeah, I'm with you. Well, we're all trying to grow, and growing in faith is a huge part of it. And I know you're an ordained pastor, right?
Yes, sir.
So you're
I
able to
am.
bring that faith-based into it, and
Hmm.
obviously, when the foundation is faith, you can build a lot more and a lot faster out of it.
Absolutely. I try to get my clients to realize that, you know, God is the helper in the room.
Hmm.
It's not just me.
Yes. Yes.
I do cute things and I and I
Sure.
say all that I need to say, and I do utilize person-centered and cognitive and all of that because I teach it as well.
Yes.
So, I get to use all those things, but at the end of the day, I realize it's when I see a couple come in, and some of them come kicking and screaming.
Right. Right. I'm sure.
I
Yes.
I get to ask if they have weapons, right? Because
Oh
I
my
want to get
gosh.
out of the way
Yes.
because they sound so loud sometimes, and to watch them go from that,
Yes.
even the chairs start getting closer and
Oh,
closer,
that's nice.
and it lets me know that something is happening, and I get excited because I see the glass half full every time.
Sure. Sure. You see possibilities and opportunities for reconciliation and relationship growth throughout the entire process.
Absolutely, and that's the clincher.
Hmm.
That's what I want to see.
I gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you ever feel like it's too? Is there a tipping point where it's too late for a couple to come in and talk to you about the relationship? Like, I mean, where they're literally in the middle of a divorce, or they're doing something, and they're getting ready for the final hearing or the mediation or whatever. Is there really never a point where it's just over?
Um, I'm sure there is,
Hmm.
but I try not to say it.
Sure.
I try not to be the voice of doom,
Yeah.
even if I see doom.
Yeah.
I don't I don't want to be the voice of doom, but I see couples that just they've waited so many years. They've
Sure.
been pounding at each other and sometimes physically.
Oh wow.
It,
Yeah, that's
it
terrible.
it's not a domestic abuse kind of thing, but everybody is pounding at each other.
Right.
Whether they're pounding emotionally, physically, psychologically, however they're pounding at each other, and they've torn so much away from each other
Hmm.
that the other person doesn't even really know who they are anymore. And so
Really.
I could see that when I'm sitting there, but I don't say it,
Sure.
you know. And then sometimes, even for those who do end up getting that divorce, going to you, for instance, and getting that divorce
Yep.
piece of paper, then they end up in my office sometimes
Sure.
for that post,
Yes.
you know, part of it, and I get it.
Yeah.
I've been divorced, so I get it.
So you have personal experience with this. That's
Yeah.
something that you can share and bring to
Hmm.
the counseling and everything. So that's an important part of what you do.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I never used to think it was. I used to think I didn't have anything to offer, because I was divorced. What could I offer a couple? I don't know anything. I can't even stay married.
No.
But then I realized, on the pastoral side of it,
Hmm.
how God was there for me and my children. And even when we were going through, we needed counseling.
Yes.
And I remember back then thinking, man, I wish I could do that for somebody.
Yeah.
But at the time, I was a fashion designer.
Oh, really?
Yes,
Okay.
I didn't know.
That's
I didn't
a
know
flip,
counseling.
for sure.
It was such a flip
That's great.
the script, and the script got flipped,
Yeah.
and I gave up my career
Oh, wow.
as a fashion
Good for
designer
you.
in New York, and went back to school.
Yeah.
At 40 years old,
That's
right?
awesome.
I still look 40.
You
right?
still look for it. So you just entered school last
I just entered
semester,
school
right?
last
And you nailed it. You killed it.
I
You're a
nailed it.
doctor.
I killed it, and I'm done. But
You're preloaded. I
yeah,
got
I'm preloaded.
Yes.
But the thing is, I did all that, and as I look at the people coming to me in that post situation,
Yes.
I literally know where they are, especially the females. You know,
Sure.
you just wanna give up.
Just be done.
Be
fold
done.
It up, let it go.
Let it go.
But then they don't really realize it's never actually done. Like maybe they get through the litigation part and everything, but the emotional part, the actual, especially if they have kids together, the relationship they still have to have
Yeah.
with their ex.
Yeah.
It's a real thing.
And you still need to stay connected with that person so the children don't fall apart.
Right.
You don't want that to become generational.
Right.
You know, and I have two amazing grown-up people now.
Congratulations.
You know, and I have grand people now.
Oh,
You know,
nice. Excellent.
so yeah, 40 grand
Oh, 40.
people.
I don't know. Again, you start
Again,
early, but I guess you
start
do.
early.
You do what you do, but that's fine.
Yeah, I have some grand people.
Then you're going to have great grandchildren.
Yeah, right. I know. And so it's been a ride.
Yes.
Absolutely. It has been a ride, but I'm here.
Great.
You know, the ride brought me here.
Yeah.
And I tell everybody right now, I'm living my best life.
That's awesome.
You know, I'm living my best life. I'm married to somebody who actually really does care about me
That's
and
awesome.
loves on me and lets me do whatever I want.
That's great. It allows you to proceed in your profession
That's
and
right.
do everything else like that.
That's
and,
right.
Yeah, I mean, God puts us through trials and tribulations to make us stronger and give us more constitution and give you the skills that
Yeah.
that you now have to help other people in their their
Absolutely.
issues.
Yeah.
And I think that's key because I try when I'm counseling my divorce clients, it's like if there's an opportunity to reconcile, work through it now, because once you're divorced, you're divorced. And I mean, yeah, of course you can remarry, but
Yeah.
you don't want to have to go through that whole process. And even if when you do divorce, there's a whole litany of emotional issues and things that you're going to have to deal with because, from a spiritual aspect, marriage is such a spiritual covenant. And that you really have to, it's not just like, hey, we're just going to walk in different directions. I mean, there's something really happening there from a spiritual level, right?
That's right. That's right. And you hit it. You just hit it on the head. It's a spiritual, there's a spiritual part of it because God created Adam and Eve, right?
Right.
And the covenant. I literally wrote a book about this, right? It's called Christian Divorce Wars. And whenever anybody sees the title, they think it's about divorce,
Right.
but it's really about avoiding it.
Oh, great.
And
Yeah.
so, in the book, I talk about that covenant
Yes.
that is made. And if we could just understand it,
Yes.
there will be less divorce.
Sure. Absolutely.
But, God hates divorce.
God hates divorce.
But the thing is, we're just, when we get excited and, this person is not doing what I want him to do, or that person is not doing what it just becomes a battle.
Yes.
It's like a battle of the mind.
Right.
And you're fighting that person.
Right.
You want to fight, there's a movie called War Room.
Yep.
You've
Yeah, I've
seen
seen
it?
that movie, yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
And when she first comes to Clara,
Yeah.
I'm the Clara,
Yeah,
right?
that's it, yeah.
And she comes in and she's just fighting.
Just screaming. Yeah.
He did it. He's the one. He's the one. He's the one.
Yeah.
And when she gives her the coffee and it's lukewarm or it's
Yeah.
and she
Yeah.
goes, "Ugh, that tastes bad." And she said, "So where are you in this?"
Right. Yes.
And flips the switch.
I remember that. Yeah.
She flips the switch,
Yeah.
so to speak, and the rest of the movie is the rest of the movie. You guys
Right.
got to watch it.
Yeah. No, I definitely recommend it, and definitely. And how can people find your book?
My book is on my website.
Great.
My website is www.inspiredwholenesscounseling.com, and on the publication page you will see I have written 7 of them.
Oh my gosh, congratulations. Great
Well,
job.
yeah, one of them is a anthology, so
Yeah.
that one was released last year, and
Okay.
it became a bestseller. And so you'll see that on my website, and I hope you enjoy the readings because it's not just a divorce book or,
Yes.
I have Embracing Our Queenly Anointing, just talking about women
Yes.
getting back in the game and
Yes.
realizing how royal we are.
Yes.
I,
Yes.
I am royal. I live royal. I love being this way. I
Yes.
love being a woman
Mm-hmm.
and
Embracing that
and
feminine self and
yeah,
being a queen and
being
everything
a
else.
queen and
Yes.
everything else. And sometimes because of the blows we take,
Sure. It just
our crown gets
there's
crushed.
little dings and
Yeah,
crushed and everything
yeah,
throughout the way, and
yeah. We
you're
gotta pick
writing
them
it,
back up,
right? Put it back up.
and
Yeah.
hope all the stones are still in
I
place
love
and
it.
stick them on
I love the analogy.
and make it happen. Yeah, I'm a writer.
Yeah, no, yeah, your work because I mean that in that coffee scenario you just talked about with the lukewarm, you either have to be hot or cold or you're gonna get spit out,
Yeah,
right?
spit out. See,
So,
you know.
I'm well versed, and
There you
that's my
are.
foundation too.
That's
So
right.
no,
And
yeah, and so like if people wanted to get more information about like how I guess they can go to your website. How else can they contact you for counseling and getting more information about what you do?
well, the counseling part is on my website as well.
Hmm.
As as soon as you go on there, it says book appointment, right?
Nice call to action.
It's a
Yes.
nice call to action. And the first thing on the page will say a free 30-minute consultation with me.
So there's
That
no
part is virtual.
yeah.
And so they get a free 30-minute consultation.
No obligation. You
No
just,
obligation.
30 minutes. They like what they see and they feel like they're really being led
Yeah.
into something.
Yeah.
They'll do more.
Yeah, I did that because there has to be a connection and
Sure.
a trust level. Some people just go straight in and book it, and
Yes.
that's great for me.
Right,
you
of course.
know?
Yeah, they're
But
boom. I need help. I know I need
I
help.
need it. And
Yeah.
but then there are others who want to feel you out.
Sure.
They want to see who is this person, and so they get to see me on a virtual platform.
Yes.
That all started with COVID.
Yeah.
And so I get to tell them what I do and
Nice.
what they need to do and how they could book a real appointment with me. I have sessions in there where they could book 6 sessions at a time if they want.
Wow.
And it gives a reduction in the price.
Great.
So it's all been, like I said, this is my best life. I do that. I teach. I am just.
And you teach at IRSC and everything, yeah?
Yeah, I teach.
You do a
I've
lot
been
of
at
things.
IRSC for 13 years.
Oh, wow.
And I used to be at Palm Beach Atlantic University.
Wow.
That was another, what,
I mean, gosh,
6 or 5 years.
you really started young and you just got all kinds of stuff done. So you're
There's
doing
a lot
great.
of stuff under my belt,
You're like
but
multitasking and
Yes.
I got everything going on. So good job.
yeah, hence
Excellent.
the
No,
couple of grays trying to happen, loss of hair, all
You're
of
doing
that.
great.
But at the end of the day,
Yeah.
it's very rewarding to be able to just service people.
Yes. Yes.
It's a servant's job.
Of course. Yeah, for
and
sure.
and I get to serve people. I get to see them cry, but I also get to see them laugh.
Yeah.
And so I like all those emotional things that are happening and all the growth that I see in people even as I walk through Walmart and see them again.
Oh, that's great.
You
Must be
know?
very touching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so
Be able to
even yeah.
Get them through those dark nights and get them
Yeah.
through the tunnel and everything else
Yeah.
like that. So
Yeah,
that's
even
fantastic.
the students, getting to see them out there, those who have gone on, gotten their own master's degrees, and
Yeah.
I knew that I was a part of their academic career,
Nice.
and that is a blessing.
Excellent. Very good.
Mm-hmm.
Well, everybody, go check out Dr. Arrindell's website. Check out her book, Divorce Wars. I mean, you heard it here. She's got a great amount of information. But more importantly, she's got a heart for service, which I think is so important in her role. And as a divorce attorney, having somebody in the wings who can, really counsel people through the emotional issues, I think is huge. So thank you so much for coming on. And
You're welcome.
we look for the best. And thanks for checking in with us.
Thank you.